Hey YouTube, and thanks for watching Junkworks Garage. Well, as you can see behind me, I'm moving things around in my garage, trying to clean it up a little bit here. But on this wall, if any of you know my shop or can tell, probably not, but for those of you who can, I had all my hammers just on the wall, just kind of screwed in places. I use PVC or ABS or whatever pipe, round pipe I can find that's plastic, and I take a wood screw and I screw it into the wall wherever I can put a hammer, basically. And that's worked fine for me for quite a few years. But in an effort to start cleaning things, and the fact that at some point I want this wall pretty much clear of everything, which I'm failing at, but that's another story, I am going to try and do something different with my hammers. Don't know if it's going to work yet, but I thought I should film it, and then if it does, it might give somebody out there a good idea of how to store your hammers so you can hopefully be able to move them around a little bit as well. They're not just in one place, or you can set them beside you. And if you're like me, I got quite a few body hammers, although yet again I would do this differently if I was doing it just for body hammers. Later on down the road I might do one just for body hammers, but I'll be able to pack around my hammers if it's convenient enough, we'll see. Or at the very least put them on one of my tool carts or something like that, and it'll be a good spot to store my hammers, and I can use them. They'll be right at arm reach whenever I need them. So that is why I'm making this video. Hopefully it helps some of you out there, and hopefully it works out for me as well. And it just so happened that I threw all my hammers into here in this milk carton crate thing here for just storing them for now to get them off the wall. And I thought, you know, it'd be kind of neat if somehow I could put all my hammers in here and be able to pick this up and walk around without that happening. So I'm going to my old trusty ABS PVC. You know what the best stuff is? The cheapest stuff, back when I was finding this stuff, it's been a long time since I bought it, so I don't know now, but the drainage, it's usually outside, like in the outside area at Home Depot. It's not where the ABS or PVC is. But if you're doing this and all you need is a round circle that's light and easy to build something out of, it's a lot cheaper than ABS or PVC or anything else. At least it was, yet again, at the time I bought this. So that is the best stuff to use. I know you can't see it, but it's got little ripples on it all the way, like the whole tube all the way down. It's not flat like the ABS here. It's got little bumps and ripples, and then on the inside you got like an ABS with a white outer shell of some sort that I don't know why they make it the way they do, but yet again, cheaper. So I'm going to take that, and for now I got some smaller screws here that I'm going to try and use. We'll see if it works. This is how I was holding them in the wall, just like I said, with just some sheetrock screws basically. I'm going to try some just shorter screws that I have here. They'll hopefully not poke out too far. If it does poke out, or if all you can find is sheetrock screws, you can cut them off. But I'm going to try. I don't know how many I'm going to be able to get in here, or if I have enough of what I have. I should, except for the fact that I don't know as I had enough to begin with. But this one I might actually have to use a bigger one for, but I'll just kind of bring it in that way at an angle, and that'll hopefully suck it in there and not stick out quite so far. And then actually I am going to go ahead and put one on the other side as well. This will maybe sturdy it up a little bit more. And then I should be able to start putting some of these in here like that. It might fall around a little bit, but I actually probably can also, you know, put a couple in this one. You might have to lift it up to get to that, but that kind of puts those together. This is the biggest one I have right here, so it's the one that's probably going to be the most difficult to kind of hold in. And I'll probably put these on opposite sides here so that the weight will hopefully balance out a little bit. I just got these little, I don't know what they are. I just got a whole bunch of screws that are small, but they seem to be working good enough to where, I mean, they might poke, if you poke your finger through one of these, yeah, I can feel the tip of that one, but from the outside you can't feel it at all. Kind of thinking that I might need more small ones like this. As you can see, I take these on the wall. These work pretty good. If you never watched I have a video, one of my, I don't know, decade ago videos I did on these when they were in a totally different spot. But these kind of just hang on the wall like that, and you can just bring them out and bring them in, and they don't hurt your handles or anything like that so much. I do have some that I at one point had them so they clicked in, but I realized they just got in the way too much. And I did have a couple also at that time as well where I just slid, I think all these just slid in like that. But then I got to a point where I just wanted to be able to put them on the wall, let them go, and then pick them back up. But it works really well. Not sure how well it's going to work in this situation. We'll try this out for a while, but it still might give somebody an idea, even if it's not the perfect scenario for me or you. It might get you closer to a better idea. See, these ones, when they're a little bit bigger, that clips in there and it actually does hold it. And I'm wondering if I cut these a little bit bigger, if I put these down and have these in here, actually that might work really well right there. Yeah, if I cut these a little bigger or have some bigger ones like that, see, that's actually a little bit too loose. That one works pretty good. Let's see. Go this way a little bit. And I'm going to put two in these. Put a smaller one in just to kind of keep it from moving around or going side to side here. And that goes in there, and that'll hold that from falling. And if it did fall, I might whack my hand with something. These ones here are becoming somewhat unwieldy, so I may change my mind yet again on some of these things. I may go find some that I can put stuff in without them being opened up. I'm gonna do this kind of opposite of this one, so that yet again, I'm trying to kind of counterbalance things a little bit here. I want to leave these two alone so I can get my hands in there good. These in here. I'll hold that. Do this. And I got to thinking that if I can make it so I can pull these out of here, I can put this, turn the C part around. I can't put it obviously against the wall because I won't be able to screw into it, but if I turn it sideways, it won't allow things to fall out through that little hole. So I can do that with like all these. So that might be what I do with the rest of these. Okay, so this, ooh, and I can put one through here and through there maybe. Yeah, I don't want to do that because then it'll be poking through into my handle. So if I could find a smaller screw, might do that, or you could hot weld that or something like that. I can get to this, lift it, bring it wherever I want. If I want, I could throw things down in here, whatever you want, kind of down in the middle. Grab it, take it to your project. More than likely, I'll be putting it on my cart and then taking it to my project because me and walking don't get along very well. Regardless, it is what it is. I'll give you a little bit of an overhead look at this with the hammers in it and with the hammers out of it so you can get a better idea. Take it for what it is. You could take and do the same thing with a 5-gallon bucket that has a handle, which if I had have thought about it, I might have actually changed my idea and it might go to that. I'm pretty happy with this. I'll give you a closer look. So there you go, a bit of a overhead view. You got plenty of space down inside there to be able to put stuff extra if you want. It's around the edges. I can pretty much get to everything. I might have to move something to get to something for now, but for as little as I use some of these right now, I don't have a lot of auto body stuff going on, unfortunately. Mainly I just need to be able to get to these and these. And this once in a while, those kind of things is more what I'm using. So there you go. We'll go ahead and take those out and you'll see. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you what it looks like without any hammers in it. And there you go. It's pretty simple. Yet again, I would personally not cut these like this again. If I was doing this, I would just do the circles. Although, yet again, I mean, yeah, you could put your hammers in that way if they were big enough to pull out, which I don't think this one would be. So you'd have to use bigger PVC, ABS, or whatever you got. Use bigger ones of those for some of these bigger hammers. And actually, the more I think about it, I still might even do this for these, but you know, obviously cut them exact so they're maybe not quite as loose in there. Although, I mean, it's holding it to an extent. Obviously it's coming loose, but it pops in there and kind of holds it. So, and I don't even know if that's the one I'm putting that one in. I got to kind of look and see, but regardless, it does seem to work pretty well. For the smaller hammers, I would definitely, you know, like that's closed up now because I have it against here. I would definitely do that as far as that for the smaller hammers. The bigger ones you might want to put upside down just for weight distribution sort of thing, but I'm pretty happy with it for right now. It'll kind of keep stuff out of my way and it'll hold them so I'm not digging through a box of hammers trying to, you know, find the one I want. And as always, get out there and get your junk working. Thanks for watching Junk Works Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and master of none. You all have a good one.